Hello everyone, I'm Ramiz and today I'm going to talk about how to revamp your CV for students who are transitioning after a UPSC preparation journey. Here I talk about why your CV is the first impression. It's the first because you'll be applying among the hundreds of applicants and it will determine whether you get shortlisted for 10 12 people they usually intend to hire. And I too learned how to make a CV after my forest mains results were announced, and today I've completed almost a year and I still have over 20 redrafts of my CV. So it has been a long reiterative process where I keep on improving, and I have taken advices from paid career consultants and reviewed it by professionals, my friends, and keeping these in mind, I have reworked my CV and I try to rework my friend's CV also. So, listening to this will save a lot of time and help you avoid the mistakes which I had done. So, without wasting any time, let's get to the point. So, first thing is to have a brief summary and explain about your education, your UPSC journey in few 1 2 lines. Be very clear about your goal and the work you are looking for. So, this should match with the job description they are sharing, and try to put the keywords in the job description in your CV. Often people don't write it, but I think it helps you or helps this interviewer know you better, just like your introduction for your UPSC answers. So add one more section to this after the summary, that is about your UPSC journey, because this is the first experience you have, the latest experience you have, and shows what are you truly today. Like, I have taken paid consultation, and they have said initially to keep this UPSC journey at the bottom, but a friend from Carnegie Mellon University told me that you should keep it at the top, and in fact it did help. And I have come across a lot of people from industry and read about uh, founders who have taken UPSC aspirants. One of that was Nuclei, and the founder said that this CV speaks resilience. This is in context of another candidate who was among the initial founding members team. So they had taken him despite having a long gap after UPSC. Coming to the format, how your CV should look like. I'll show you my CV also, but first just get to the key points. The initials should be name, contact, place. Create a LinkedIn link also. The summary about what you want. Put it as about Ramiz or your name. Then put your education qualification section. Then put your skills. Divide them into hard skills and soft skills. Hard skills will include the tools you are using. It can be as simple as an Excel sheet or Power BI dashboard or Arduino or any language, Python programming language. And then add soft skills like communication, stakeholder building, problem solving. You can add these. There will be a section on UPSC journey with around 4 bullet points. I'll show you how I have written this. This will mainly include your attempts, how many times you have cleared prelims, how you have performed in your GS, good score subjects, and the wide depth of knowledge you have acquired. Then you can write about your previous work experiences, leadership roles, and co-curricular activity achievements. So basically there are around 6 sections, and this will be your actual CV. For any point argument with the CER format, which is you tell them what the challenge was and execution and result. So how did you, basically what the challenge was, how did you do it, and what was the impact. For example, you analyzed 500 plus healthcare records using Excel to identify some disease trend and improve the accuracy by 20% of the result. So your CV should overall reflect that you have an analytical thinking, you are disciplined, you're consistent with long attention span, and you are basically a person who is worth relying on, and that they should hire you. Apart from these, there are generic advices that keep CV short, 1 to 2 pages, because every CV gets like scanned for around 10 to 20 seconds and then discarded. Secondly, don't bluff. Know what you have written and explain it well like a story. Others are font size 12 times New Roman, and after all this, you can use AI CV, analysts to help you better format your CV. So this will come in the little last after maybe 2-3 drafts. And so let's move on to seeing how the initial draft looked like. This is a CV of one of my friend who had shared for review. I have tried to keep his personal information as private as possible, and I hope you not pinpoint at this person or be critical. So this is more of a learning experience. Even my first CV draft would be something like this, and it was after many iterations that the final draft was made, which helped me, and I'm still using it and improving on it. So the final draft I'll show you later, but first analyze our friend's CV based on the info pointers we had discussed. So he has written his name, he has put his contact details. Instead of objectives, he can put it as about Ramesh or about his name, explain it like that, and reframe this in a better format. He has written to obtain a responsible and challenging position where my education and experience. So education in which subject or degree? So he's an economics student, he should write in my education in economics, and experience in sectors, let's say behavioral science, will have valuable application in which field. So you say that. Avoid mistakes like full stop should be there, I should be capital, and you are applying at this position. So this position is not clear. You mentioned it from the JD what position it is. It could be an analyst, it could be a field researcher, research assistant, or whatever the job description is. Then after objectives or a summary, he has forgotten the education skill. Here the education skill will come, education qualification, which my friend has put in at the bottom. So this thing will come up. Put your masters in economy, the year you passed, and pointer your score, and 1 or 2 things you learned extra from each of these courses. In economy, if it is the role is about behavioral economics, you write about what you do in your final year project. You did your economy from Mumbai University, what did you learn, which were the key subjects, HSC, how much you scored. So that should be about in 2-3 lines. After that, we move on to skills. You can divide this into hard skills and soft skills. So my friend has basic computer skills in Work Excel. So don't use the word basic. You say proficient in Word and Excel. Even you have a basic knowledge, because on the job you will learn, and you put them in the tools, and the soft skills would be enthusiastic, persuasive in communication, and languages, English, Hindi. I don't think this fit here as a skill. You can put it in the introduction along with your name, age, contact details. Then my friend has put his work experience of approximately 3 years. So put this in the same line, that he has worked from 2025 Jan to September. And what you have done, you have to explain this in the CER format. So this looks a little loosely written. Coordinated with higher authority for smooth functioning of institutions, collaborated with staff mentors, solved doubts. So this is a very generic thing. Explain the challenge. Let's say you have solved the doubt. So say there was a shortage of mentors, and execution would be you help them solve doubts, and the result would be this helped in improving the prelim performance of the students, and let's say 10% more got selected. You can explain it in this way. Slightly better has been done in project manager. Since my friend is applying for projects which are related to project management, I feel this should come on the top. So the location has been given and year has been given. The company's name is here. I have blocked that, and my friend has tried to sell online program and institute and has coordinated with the team. So this could be again better framed. 30% increase in results. So this could be again better framed, and this is good and should be put on the top and explained in more details. We have a social impact executive PETA related. So I would give the same feedback here. So keep your key ones on the top and avoid numerical mistakes 1, 2, and then it's 2, then 3. This shows a little casualness in writing. Avoid this. So it's better to get your CV reviewed once, twice, thrice. So this kind of rejections are not there. A section on strength has been written, which can be combined with soft skills. Academic qualifications can be come up. Declaration is now outdated. We don't do that because uh, it's no longer required, because when we are meeting it's understood that the person is already whatever he's saying is true. So yeah, the first draft is has the key points but needs to be better framed for getting a call, and I think this qualifies as a decent content, but the content needs to be written in a proper format as we have discussed in this 6 key points. So now we move on to my CV, where I have tried to improve myself, but I won't say this is the perfect CV and this is exactly what you should follow. And yeah, again I have blocked a few points which I don't want to show based on privacy and company's information is there. So I start with putting as much information as possible on one page. Put my name here, and it's a LinkedIn. When you click here, it will open the LinkedIn link. Your email ID, my phone number, and the place I am residing from. This is a brief summary of me. I'm working as a solutions engineer at one of the chemical manufacturing companies, and my role focuses on business process automation and applying AI to improve the business workflows. So I've written it in third person. So basically, Ramesh possesses a diverse set of valuable skills acquired from engineering studies at NIT Surathkal and UPSC exam preparation, with commendable experience in startups, hackathons, robotics, academics. He's a quick learner with strong communication ability. He excels in decision making, adapting to evolving technologies and industry trends. Eager to embark on a fresh career path, Ramesh is confident that in his ability to be a valuable asset to any organization he joins. One thing shows that Ramesh is uh, you know is flexible. He can learn, adapt. This summary shows where he has been working, his role, and compacts the entire information which is going to come up in this short summary. Then put the education from where I have done my graduation, NIT Surathkal, the time period, and then bachelor's BTech mining technology. Put the CGPA. Interdisciplinary courses, if you put, adds value because it shows that you are beyond your core discipline. So I studied about probability theory, engineering economics, lasers application, physics of fluid dimensional system. So this kind of pointers can help in attracting the CV reader. Then start with the professional experience, which I am presently doing. This was not there in my first draft because I was not working then. So if you have worked before, then you put again this on the CER format: challenge, what was the challenge, what was the execution, and what was the result. So I have broken down into project 1, project 2, and there's one more project 3 here. So I'll explain my project 2. I've built a compliance management system where I built an internal website, and which brings different contracts, documents of different departments in one place. So the problem was things were scattered, but they have come at one place. And then I talk about the tools which I have used and technologies which I have used. I have highlighted here, so the same thing will be used here. I've used AI agents to summarize, uh, generate a PDF document. So this is automated basically. In my department, people upload their invoices, and the AI extracts the information and puts them in a structured manner. Then there are automated reminders, status approvals, and I've used Power BI dashboards to represent the status of department. Then the result is that it has helped in reducing non-compliances and improve accountability of people, which helps in better auditing in financial, legal, and EHS departments. I think this can be better framed after reviewing my CV now. So a better example of the result would be this one. The project has helped organization in retrieving documents uh, during audits, bringing transparency and reduce manual efforts by 60% across 1000 plus documents. So by adding facts, it adds more value to your project. The main part which I want to discuss is how to put your UPSC civil service exam candidate experience. So you can see I have studied for a long time from 2018 to 2024, and in the course of time, uh, explain it as I have cleared UPSC prelims 4 times. Even if you have not cleared it, you can write it as I have attempted it these many times, and uh, put numbers here like you were in the top 1500, and your optional subjects were political science and forestry. It was forestry and geology option. If you have a high score in subject, you can put it as uh, high scores in essay and ethics 130 132, which demonstrates your ability to articulate complex policy narratives into clear strategic recommendation. This shows that you have good communication skills and you are ethical also. It fosters high EI, positive relationship, and conflict resolution. Then this is the point which I think everybody should write. So if you are applying for some think tank or uh, you know any particular sector which is relevant, you can add that GS subject and write about it. So mainly I was applying for semiconductors company initially in robotics, so I would write deep knowledge of GSC subjects: robotics, energy, deep tech, biotech, and all. And if you are, let's say you are applying for project management, you can use GS2 topics like governance. You have done, you know about code of conduct, you know about public policy. These kind of ideas you can be used. Then back it up with internship experience. It shows that you have done something before UPSC and during college. So I worked as a business development role for Gaudi Robotics, and I built 2 products there, and then improved the value of sensors by 30%, analyzed data. So this kind of data can help you in getting roles of data analyst, business analyst, market research, and put the time period. Explain your research assistant. Like I had put my research assistant role at IIT Bombay. So explain the project in 2 lines, and then add a link of the video project. If you have made a bot, or if you have anything to show, add a project video link, so they might click on that video and see it. So try to keep it as engaging as possible. Explain your side ventures. Like I had worked for a startup called Idea Rise in IIT Bombay, and I generated some revenue in some particular days, collaborated with brands. So these kinds of things have become the key point in my conversation when I was applying for startup roles. Skills I have put a little below. Try to put that up. I have done data analysis, AI, ML with Python programming, Microsoft Excel, Power BI. So these kind of generic things you can add it initially, but make sure you learn them. Even if you have not learned them, you can keep it for now, because this may add points to your CV and get you shortlisted. Then there's awards and achievements sections. Try to put your best achievements at the place. Like I came first in 500 teams for a national level robotics competition, top 25 finalist for GE Ideathon, editor of Shoreline magazine of my college. Shows that I have been a decent writer and can communicate well, and write about sports also. I was a college chess team player, and the best was we came runner up at inter-college chess tournaments. So yeah, these kinds of things will give you a structured will structure your CV in a better manner and put you up. Of course, this is not a perfect CV, but again, there are lots of areas of improvement. But the structure is more or less as I explained in the initial points. So yeah, I can help you out with any information you need, or you want me to review your CV. I'll be happy to help. And yeah, maybe next week on Sunday we can discuss. Thanks a lot. Happy applying, and I'll share with you next time the courses which can help you get a role, which will help you skill up, and job opportunity portals apart from LinkedIn and Naukri, and how to get through them. So that's all for today. Thank you, my